Deep in the heart of the jungle, a beautiful clearing bustled with activity. The sun shone brightly, painting the leaves in shades of emerald and gold. All the animals had gathered. They chattered excitedly amongst themselves. The air buzzed with anticipation. Today was a very important day. They were choosing a new leader.
Monkeys swung from the branches, their calls echoing through the trees. Colorful parrots gossiped amongst themselves, their feathers bright against the green canopy. Even the slithering snakes peeked out from beneath the ferns, their tongues tasting the excitement in the air.
The animals knew their jungle home needed a strong and wise leader. A wise old orangutan with fur as orange as the setting sun stood on a moss-covered rock. He raised his hand and the chattering slowly died down. He smiled, his eyes twinkling with wisdom, and addressed the assembled animals.
"My friends," he boomed, his voice echoing across the clearing. "The time has come to choose a new leader. Our jungle home needs a guide, a protector, someone who will lead us with strength and wisdom."
A wave of murmurs rippled through the crowd. Every animal, big or small, looked around, wondering who would be the best leader for their jungle home. The air was thick with anticipation. Who would it be? The suspense was almost unbearable. Suddenly a loud roar silenced the jungle. Leo the lion, with his mane like a golden crown, jumped onto a fallen log. He stood tall and proud, his amber eyes gleaming with confidence.
"It is clear," he roared, his voice booming like thunder, "that I am the strongest here. I should be your leader."
The other animals shifted nervously. Leo was indeed powerful, but was strength all that mattered? Many animals weren't so sure. They mumbled amongst themselves, unsure if Leo was the right choice. Just then, a gentle voice spoke from beneath a giant fig tree.
"Strength is important, Leo," the voice said calmly, "but true leadership requires more than just muscles."
All eyes turned to see Ellie the elephant. She was old and wise, her skin like wrinkled leather, her eyes sparkling with kindness. The animals respected Ellie. She had guided them through many challenges with her wisdom and calm demeanor.
A true leader needs wisdom, kindness, and the ability to think of others before themselves.
Her words hung in the air, a stark contrast to Leo's booming declaration. Leo scoffed, flicking his tail dismissively.
"What use is kindness against a charging rhino or wisdom against a hungry python?" he challenged, pacing back and forth on his log.
The animals murmured in agreement. Leo did have a point. The jungle was a dangerous place.
"We will see," Ellie replied calmly, her eyes twinkling. "Let us put your strength and my wisdom to the test. We shall face 3 challenges. Whoever overcomes them with courage, kindness, and wisdom shall be our leader."
The first challenge awaited them just beyond the clearing. It was the widest part of the Crocodile River, its murky waters teeming with snapping jaws and danger.
"The first challenge," announced Ellie, "is to cross the river safely and swiftly."
Leo, confident in his strength, didn't hesitate. He charged forward, roaring fiercely, and leapt into the water. He started swimming powerfully, his muscles rippling beneath his golden fur. But the river was strong, the current pulling him downstream. Even worse, the commotion had attracted the attention of the crocodiles. They surged towards him, their cold eyes fixed on the splashing lion. Leo thrashed about, trying to fight the current and avoid the snapping jaws, but he was quickly becoming overwhelmed.
Ellie, watching from the riverbank, had a plan. She used her trunk to pull down a sturdy vine and swung it towards Leo. "Grab hold, Leo!" she called out.
Leo, exhausted and grateful, latched onto the vine with his teeth. Ellie, with a mighty tug, pulled him safely to the shore. He collapsed on the bank, soaked and humbled. The other animals watched in amazement. Ellie had used her wisdom and quick thinking to save Leo, proving that strength alone wasn't enough. The second challenge involved a young rabbit named Cottontail, who had become trapped beneath a fallen log. The log was heavy, pinning the poor creature down.
Whimpering, her eyes wide with fear.
Leo, eager to prove his strength, immediately went to work. He pushed and shoved at the log, his muscles bulging with the effort, but the log wouldn't budge. It was simply too heavy. He roared in frustration, sending a shiver through the watching animals.
This log is too stubborn.
Ellie, observing the situation calmly, noticed a group of ants working together to move a small pebble. An idea sparked in her wise eyes. She gently nudged Leo aside.
Let me try, she said softly.
Ellie then spoke to the ants, requesting their help. The ants, recognizing her kindness and wisdom, readily agreed. Together, Ellie and the ants worked tirelessly. Ellie lifted the log just slightly, creating a space. The ants, with their combined strength, rolled small pebbles beneath the log, gradually lifting it higher and higher. Finally, with a final heave from Ellie, the log rolled free.
Hopping out, unharmed, and scurrying to her mother's side.
The animals cheered, realizing that patience and cooperation, not just brute strength, were valuable qualities in a leader. The final challenge was upon them. After a long day, the animals were hungry. A single, tempting mango hung from a branch, its skin glowing golden in the late afternoon sun. This last challenge was not about strength or speed, but about something even more important: generosity.
I am the strongest, he declared, eyeing the fruit hungrily, so this rightfully belongs to me. He snatched the mango down with his paw and took a large bite, ignoring the disappointed murmurs of the other animals.
Ellie, however, had a different approach. She used her trunk to pluck another fruit, a large bunch of bananas from a nearby tree. She then carefully peeled them and divided them into equal portions, offering a share to every animal, big and small. The animals, touched by Ellie's generosity, gladly accepted her offering. They realized that a true leader shared what they had, ensuring everyone's well-being instead of being selfish. Even Leo, seeing the joy and gratitude on the faces of the other animals, felt a pang of guilt. He realized that his hunger for power had made him forget the importance of kindness and sharing.
I understand now. A leader should care for everyone.
And with that, the lesson in generosity was learned by all.